Welcome back to Crypto 618 channel, and in today's video we're going to take a look at Sphere Finance with the Galaxy Marketplace and quantum liquidity. What does it mean? But before we get started, if you would like to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Let's get into it. So Galaxy Marketplace, you may have heard that, and you may have heard about quantum liquidity, but what does it all mean? So let's dive into it. So I'm going to read a little bit out of the docs from the Sphere documentation, and I'll break it down for you. So basically, quantum liquidity refers to a brand new mechanism put in place by Sphere Finance, made possible by their governance acquisition in T2 Finance. And T2 Finance is this one here. We'll cover that in a minute. Now, they're a partner and a founding member of the Polygon Alliance. Now, after successful incubating T2 Finance into Sphere's ecosystem, the protocols have worked on creating a way to grow liquidity via farming a portion of it while the liquidity pair is still active. This achieves an artificial volume which wouldn't have been possible to achieve in any other way. The way projects in DeFi conventionally gain liquidity comes in a myriad of different methods. So one is by mercenary liquidity. So liquidities providers come and go depending on the returns they estimate they may earn from providing liquidity. This is not a stable way to earn liquidity, as it can be drawn at any moment. For ohm forks via bonds, which give discounted tokens that are freshly minted in exchange for liquidity. This is an easily abused system where investors can sell their staked tokens, provide liquidity to earn discounted tokens, resell them, and repeat the process. This causes the protocol to be diluted, making stakers earn less and less on their investments due to having a shrinking share of the market cap. Third way is taxes. Projects put it buy-sell tax, a portion of which goes to providing liquidity to the pair. While it's initially a good way to amass an awesome amount of tokens for liquidity pair, it also suffers from continuous swaps to create the liquidity pair and is wholly dependent on trade volume, which is inherently volatile and extremely variable. If there isn't enough volume, the liquidity grinds to a halt and is open to being depleted. So Sphere Finance aims to solve this by continuously farming a chunk of liquidity that is unused in the vaults that are stimulated by T2 Finance. Thanks to the governance presence of Sphere in T2's ecosystem, Sphere Finance currently owns 87% of all governance tokens in T2's circulation, which makes way for deals to create vaults specifically meant for quantum liquidity. By V2, Sphere Finance will have moved its liquidity pair to T2 Swap. T2's decentralized exchange and earn yields on their liquidity and trade fees earned from their governance over T2. And X-T2, which is locked T2, holders currently earn 33% of all trade fees earned from T2 Swap. So why use quantum liquidity? The answer is very simple. It is because it is a way to earn liquidity that does not depend on the investors and mercenary market makers. We grow our treasury by ourselves with our own vaults that are provided by our partner via our governance. On top of that, we organically earn our own trade fees, which can be used for various purposes. Traditionally, DEXs contract sell all tokens once a quota is reached to earn income from the trade fees. This has a negative impact on the price, as it is regularly high sell that is continuous and drains liquidity that is meant for investors. We can either sell these fees ourselves to invest into alternative revenue streams, reinsert them back into the liquidity pool, or burn the tokens earned, which is the main function of our trade fees. So basically what they've got is they've got T2 Swap, which is this here. You can come along to T2 Swap and check that out. So this is an existing standalone project. They've incorporated that into the actual Sphere platform. This is coming in V2. And what they're going to do is essentially take the liquidity. So when you have a pool with the funds, you've got the two parts to it. You're going to have Sphere and you're going to have WMatic. So you're going to take those two, and they're usually locked in the pool, and nothing is done with any of the components, so they're just for trading. But what's happening is they're going to use the WMATIC and they're going to farm with that and generate extra income from using the WMATIC in that pool, which is very new. So this is pretty cool. So let's go into the next one, the Galaxy Marketplace. So kinetic bonds will be offered to large holders. So let's jump in here and have a look at the Galaxy Marketplace and have a quick look here. So what is the Galaxy Marketplace? So the Galaxy Marketplace is a brand new way of earning tokens from investors, which is similar to bonding, which is a fundamental part of many projects, most famously Olympus DAO. However, the way bonding in this case is conducted is different from Olympus and its many forks. Bonding in Sphere Finance will serve as a similar purpose as bonding in conventional DeFi projects, but sculpted in a way that accommodates whales in a way where they are not only necessary but also healthy to the protocol, becoming a source of wealth creation for the treasury, which supports the perpetual APY provided to investors. So how does bonding work with Olympus DAO? The way bonding works in Olympus is very simple. The protocol issues bonds for LP, that's the liquidity, RFV, which is risk-free value, or assets it wishes to acquire, and offers people who provide the tokens discounted OHM tokens in exchange for selling them tokens. This is known as bonding, or 1-1. After a vesting period, the bonder can take their OHM tokens and stake them or sell them. The mechanic put in place is a fast, revolutionary way to amass large amounts of liquidity and RFV. However, the bonding does not come without a few flaws. The main issue of bonding is the way it can be abused by bond flippers, people who partake in the game theory and continuously buy assets, bond them for discounted OHM tokens, then sell their rewards and repeat the process until it's no longer profitable. This negatively affects the protocol because the bond flipping, the circulating supply of tokens is regularly diluted alongside the rebases. Because the protocol always mints new tokens to offer for bonds, stakers who keep staking their tokens will always lose out on their share of the market cap, which keeps shrinking because of this repeated process of minting tokens and putting them back into circulation by way of selling. Now, how does Sphere solve this problem? Sphere offers kinetic bonds, but does not mint any new tokens to reward bonders. So rather, the protocol offers bonds for large holders for a lower tax and uses the Sphere earned from the bond to redistribute in the form of bonds for a number of assets which the protocol needs at a lower buy tax. So where do you get discounted Sphere tokens? The tokens we give as rewards to bonders come from kinetic bonds. Bonds for whales who wish to sell a part of Sphere portfolio at a lower tax rate for stables. The Sphere tokens earned from these kinetic bonds are then redistributed to bonders at a lower buy tax, depending on which tokens we need. This could be governance tokens, could be RFV or VMATIC, etc. This way, we both amass tokens we wish to use in our investment fund and do not dilute our circulating supply. Because it's not profitable to bond flip, as in with Sphere to sell Sphere at 20% tax and buy at a 1% discount, this means that only new investors can afford bonds Sphere. Simply put, it's a way to make an investment without spending much of anything. So it goes into the pros and cons of the kinetic bonds as opposed to conventional bonds. But essentially, the idea behind it is that the kinetic bonds will be offered to large holders, so like large whales, and the incentives to sell their Sphere tokens to the Galaxy Marketplace instead of the liquidity pool. So when a whale normally sells their tokens, it will cause the prices to plummet because it's in a liquidity pool. But what they're doing is they're going to give an incentive to save on the taxes and have a reduced tax rate if they sell to the marketplace. So the kinetic bonds are similar to the Olympus DAO's bonding, but do not mint new tokens. Now, without the Galaxy Marketplace, a whale would sell 100k, for example, and they get taxed at 25%. So they end up with about 75k, and the Sphere price dumps. Okay, we've seen that before. Now, with a Galaxy Marketplace, The whale sells 100k and gets taxed, say 18% plus 5%, so they end up with like 77k, so end up with more, and the sphere price does not dump. So that's how a whale can participate by selling to the Galaxy marketplace. The price doesn't dump, but the whale gets out of their position, and it works out really well for everyone involved. So the other thing about the Galaxy marketplace is they'll offer, for new investors, they'll be able to buy Sphere at a discount, but their tokens will be locked. So as that comes out, you'll actually see the details of that. So they'll lock up your tokens for a specified amount of time, and you also get a discount according to how much time they're locked up. And that makes sense, because if you were to buy a discount and be able to sell it straight away, that means it wouldn't be great for the pool, because then you could be able to sell straight away, and the pool price would make it go down. So the Galaxy marketplace will be launching in May, and look out for updates when that happens. So just want to give you a quick update on those two things with the quantum liquidity and what does it all mean. But essentially, all of this is coming back into Sphere Finance, and all the profits earned from those will be going into the treasuries for Sphere. So essentially, it is not only earning from taxes, but will be earning it from quantum liquidity, and also from the Galaxy marketplace as well. So this is providing additional revenue streams for Sphere. So very excited for that project, and looking forward to doing some more updates on that as well. Let me know your thoughts on those two new features with the Galaxy marketplace, and with the quantum liquidity. What do you think? Where do you see that project? You see it going to be around in the next 12 months? Want to know your thoughts? Put them in the comments below. And if you've liked today's video, hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can always come along here and click support the channel. And this will take you to our private Discord group. All you need to do is jump in there, and we've got live streams every week, and you get access to giveaways and airdrops, and we talk about all latest projects. So you're welcome to join me there. And also, if you want to come along over to the website, you can subscribe to our newsletter, and that is at crypto618.1. All you do is click on the subscribe button and put in your details. It's free to join, and we'll send you videos every time a new video is released. And if there's any other updates, we'll let you know there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I will talk to you in the next feed soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.